first $15 I spent marketing and wholesaling real estate at 17 years old made me over $20,000 on a wholesaling real estate deal. That is right. I spent $15 for 30 Bandit signs, and those 30 Bandit signs turned into that $20,000, more money in wholesaling real estate, eventually 100 grand my first year, and the multi-million-dollar empire I have in wholesaling real estate, my own business. And what I want to do today is teach you how you can flip $15 into $20,000 your first wholesaling real estate deal this week. That is right. You could spend $15 and produce wholesaling real estate deals. Heck, you can even spend $0. Money is never going to be the thing that is going to stop you from making money in wholesaling real estate. Your attitude, your effort, and the time you put into this business becoming better every single day is going to determine if you're going to be successful or not. Most wholesalers think you have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to get your first wholesaling deal, but honestly, that is never the case. And what I'm going to do is systematically show you how to flip that $15 into $20,000. Not just finding the deal, how to deal with EMD, finding cash buyers without a lot of money, and the entire wholesaling real estate process. The one thing you need to understand when starting out in wholesaling real estate is to produce a wholesaling deal. You either have to put in time or put in money. Usually you got to put a little bit of both to get the best results. But if you don't have any time, you're going to have to put a lot of money into your marketing and go find wholesaling deals. And then vice versa, if you don't have a lot of money, you're going to have to put a lot of time into free marketing tactics that take up a lot of time, but they don't cost any money at all. The only combination that really doesn't work in wholesaling is when you have no time and you have no money. So that being said, if you only have $15, how do we flip this into 20 grand? Well, first and foremost, let's do the most common way that I tell everyone to go get their first deal when they only got 15 bucks. Go to the dollar store, spend $1 on sticky notes, go to the gas station, spend 14 bucks in gas, and drive around your neighborhood and look for the ugliest houses possible. Every single ugly house you find, take a pen on the sticky note and say, hey, this is Zach, I had a quick question about your property, please give me a call back. This is literally like doing direct mail. You could probably produce about $1,000 worth of marketing in a day of direct mail with just $1 and 14 bucks of gas in what we call reverse drying for dollars. So over a month, you did about $20,000-$30,000 worth of marketing for really, really cheap amount of money on your ad spend there. So this is why I always talk about reverse drying for dollars, because you get leads, they're inbound. Heck, while you're reverse drying for dollars, you can go get the information and then you can call them after that too. It's a great tactic, especially when you don't have a ton of time. Like, let me be honest with you. If you only have 3, 4, 5 hours a week of marketing and you got no money, this is probably the tactic I'm going to tell you to do. But I sound like a broken record. You know, on this channel, I talk about it all the time. And so we already know about that. Now, if you want to learn the entire process, how I do it, the script, what I do when somebody calls me, everything like that, just make sure you go to my free wholesaling course, freewholesaling.com, and I'll show you how to reverse dry for dollars absolutely for free. Now, one of the other tactics, it honestly doesn't even cost 15 bucks, but it's absolutely free. And it's a great tactic that I know you're not doing, is what we call digital bandit signs. I absolutely love digital bandit signs. Digital bandit signs are basically bandit signs. Remember, I got my first deal doing bandit signs that you can actually not physically put on the ground, but you can actually put them online digitally on Facebook groups and Craigslist posts. That's right. You can have AI create all the ad copy, post on Craigslist, letting people know that you're looking to buy a couple houses for cash in the area, and then go out here and post on Facebook groups that, hey, if anyone's looking to sell their house, just let me know. I'm looking to buy a couple. And you have AI write those scripts. I promise you, you're in these Facebook groups with $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 local citizens. You're going to get a lot of homeowners. You're going to get people calling you. It's a great tactic too. Now, a bonus on top of that is what we call Bandit comments, which Bandit comments are amazing because you can go in somebody's Facebook ad that we buy houses cash and just comment, hey, me and my partner are looking to buy a couple more houses cash also, and we pay more, than put a phone number. You'll get leads and deals by doing that too. These are tactics your real estate wholesaling guru does not want you to know, because they can't charge you thousands of dollars for this information, and it actually works. Number 3 here, this is a tried and true system for finding wholesaling deals that people that are making millions of dollars per year still use, and people that are making $10,000 a month still use. And this is just cold calling your regular government list. Now, I hate to tell you, cold calling government list isn't the sexiest or most enjoyable list to go out here and call, but it is a list. If you can show up every single day and do it, it will produce you 6 figures every single year like clockwork. That is right. Just pull the government lists. What are government lists? Government lists are lists you can get from the government that have a ton of motivated sellers and a ton of distressed properties. These are lists with people that are having really tall grass, there's structural damage on the property, there's mold or mildew, that's the code violation list. You can get a list of people that are evicting their tenants out of their properties. You can get a list of people that aren't paying their mortgage payments right now, and the house is probably in disarray. This is the pre-foreclosure list you can get for free. You can get a list of all the houses that are burnt to a crisp on fire, or maybe a portion of the houses, they got their insurance check, they just want to get rid of it. Fire damage property list. Heck, you get a list of people that that don't even have the water running on the house. Who wants to live in a house that has no water running on it? That's the water shutoff list. That's another amazing wholesaling list right there. You can get probates, people that pass away, you're dealing with the heirs. There's so many of these super motivated lists that you can pull from your government that costs no money at all. Heck, if you're doing virtual wholesaling, you can do it over the computer also. The main issue here is most people don't know how to pull this information. This is why I have a free wholesaling course, freewholesaling.com, where I break down exactly how to do it, screen shares the entire thing. I feel like I gotta sell you on this, but it's literally a free course, so go out here and try it out. But if you get that information and you go to a website like truepeoplesearch.com, or one of my other new favorites is cyberbackgroundchecks.com, you can actually get free information of people's phone numbers. And then once you get their phone number, just grab your regular cell phone, use a service like Google Voice or your personal cell. I prefer Google Voice though, and just call these people up. See if they're the owner of the house and if they're looking to sell it. Go through my script at freewholesaling.com on how to have the conversation with the seller, and I promise you, you'll get some great wholesaling deals from that. The key to cold calling to actually be successful with this is just showing up every single day and doing the work. I know it doesn't sound great or sexy, but it's just like working out and building muscles, right? You gotta show up and do it every single day. You can't go work out for 8 hours and then don't work out the rest of the month and expect to be jacked. You gotta show up and just do it every single day. You don't have to do 8 hours a day, but if you can put an hour or 2 hours every single day, just like the gym, your muscles won't get big by doing that, but your brain will get very strong mentally when it comes to talking to sellers, having conversations, and closing, and you'll go out here and start closing a ton of wholesaling deals. On top of this too, you can do other types of cold calling, which is just cold calling, let's say the drawing for dollars list. You can call up other wholesalers to see if they have any deals they need help dispoing. And this brings us to the next part, which is basically JVing or joint venturing. When you only have 15 bucks, you don't have a lot of options here. And one amazing option you can do is find other local wholesalers that are struggling to sell their wholesaling deals and use the power of your dispositions in your cash buyers list and just connect the dots with that. Maybe I have 5 or 6 good cash buyers because I'm really good at calling the for rents and finding really good landlords that are looking to buy deals and they're okay with wholesalers and paying assignment fees to them. What you can do is maybe I got those 5 or 6 really good cash buyers. I could find a local wholesaler maybe on the Zach Ginn live stream I have every Sunday and say, hey, does anyone need help selling their deals? I have a lot of cash buyers in Houston, Texas. And I get a 17-year-old kid that's struggling to sell their wholesaling deal in Houston. You might connect with them and say, hey, I got a really good buyer here. He loves that area. Sign a JV agreement, agree to split the deal 50-50. And that kid is gonna make $0 and you end up doing a $15,000 assignment fee where I get half and the other wholesaler gets half. That's $7,500 on an assignment deal that I did no marketing to, and all I did was connect my buyer already earned. The cool part is you didn't spend any of the money on the marketing there. You just found the cash buyer. And the cool part about cash buyers is you can get them absolutely for free. And then lastly, one of my other awesome new methods is just text blasting for free. I know it's not a new method or this crazy revolutionary thing, but it's definitely a method I think you should consider doing. You can literally just grab a regular cell phone here. I showed you how to do government lists and get someone's phone number for free at like cyberbackgroundchecks.com or truepeoplesearch.com and just get their phone number and text them. Hey, is this the owner of 123 Main Street? Yes. Hey, are you looking to sell your property? Or are you interested in selling your house? Me and my partner are looking to buy a couple houses for cash in the area. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars every single month in text blasting marketing like you usually have to do on other services. You just do it for free on your phone. One other really cool tactic about SMS text blasting is you can be very tactical with it. You only need to spend maybe an hour or 2 hours a day doing texting versus hours and hours of cold calling. And it's a great tactic. You can skip trace in the morning and then text at night. And heck, maybe even already have the phone numbers from calling. All you have to do is copy and paste the information on Google Voice and just start texting like that. Text blasting works really, really well if you know what you're doing with it. And that's why I recommend you go to freewholesaling.com for my course because it's free. Another great secret strategy is if I ever find an ugly house driving around, I like taking a picture of the house and sending that picture to the motivated seller and seeing if everything's okay at the house. Me and my partner are looking to buy a couple houses in the area, and this seems like something we might want to buy. Promise you get really good results and it works really well. Now, once you're marketing, you're gonna find some motivated sellers and maybe you got somebody that wants to sell their deal. You meet up at the house, you go to freewholesaling.com, you download the free contract, and now you're freaked out because it's like, Zach, I only have 15 bucks. I spent that all on my marketing. I don't have any money for EMD. What do I do? Well, honestly, you have 2 options here. You can either spend 0 money on EMD and just have no EMD on the contract. For most states, and if you have the right title company, you don't really need EMD. Now, every state varies. Go meet with your lawyers at your title company and ask them, but you can do a $10 EMD, $100 EMD, $0 EMD. It doesn't really matter too much, but it's all dependent on the title company and the laws in your state. You can get away with that. Now, if that objection ever comes up, you can always just mention that, hey, we don't really put much of an EMD down at all because we close really quick. Now, if we had inspections, appraisals, and everything like that, sure, but we're paying for the title and we're doing this all cash. If you explain it to the seller like that with confidence, you should be fine getting around that. Or you can just freak out, make that a mental roadblock for you and never deal with it ever again, and then just quit as a wholesaler, which I know you're watching this video, you're not a quitter. Why would you ever do that? On top of that too, you can actually do like a $1,000 EMD, but the EMD is not due until the inspection period ends. And remember, within that inspection period, we can actually get a cash buyer to come in. They can submit their $3,000 to EMD and then use $1,000 of that for the EMD for your purchase and sale agreement. So that's another way around it. If someone's demanding a $1,000 EMD, just make sure it's after the inspection period and make sure your inspection period is at least 30 or 45 days down the line. Then from there, we got the deal locked up. Let's say you're looking to JV and get a bunch of really good buyers. Heck, before you even market, maybe you're like, I don't even know where to market to. I don't know where to find good wholesaling deals. Where do I drive for dollars? Or maybe you locked up the deal and you need to find a buyer. All these issues can be solved by finding great cash buyers. Now you only got 15 bucks. How do I find cash buyers? You probably got $0. The best way when you're broke to find cash buyers is just going to the for rents on Zillow, cold calling all of them, seeing if they're the owner of the house, and just saying the following lines. Hey, I'm actually not looking to rent out your property here. I'm actually a local wholesaler in the area. My name is Zach. I was just seeing if you're looking to buy any more rentals in the area for cash. And then from there, have a conversation and seeing if they're going to be a good cash buyer or not. I usually qualify my cash buyers by asking, are they okay using my title company? Do they know what wholesaling is? Are they okay with me being a wholesaler and using my title company? Are they okay with paying the closing costs? And are they okay with me making a big fat assignment fee? If they're okay with usually all that, I'm good to go, they're qualified. On top of that too, I like going to local property auctions and meeting with buyers there and putting them on my list. Maybe I have a new virtual, I can see who the buyers on that auction. I even go to Facebook groups and I make posts inside of the Facebook groups saying, hey, I have deeply discounted properties. If anyone's looking to buy them for cash, drop your email or DM me. I can find people doing that too. There's methods inside of Wholesaling.com which we teach there. I can even ask my title company for cash buyers. And really just going out here and calling people and letting myself be known that I'm a wholesaler looking to reach out to cash buyers, you'll find a ton of cash buyers doing that method. And you can ask those buyers where they're looking to buy, and then you can market in those areas so you're really efficient with your marketing. Remember, in wholesaling real estate with only $15, we can't spend 5, 6, 7, 8 grand on crazy direct mail and big marketing tactics. We gotta be a lot more efficient with what we do and be a lot more tactical. The cool part about being broke in wholesaling is the seller doesn't care how much money you spent in marketing. When I get in front of a seller that wants to sell their house and my competition gets in front of that same seller, maybe your competition spent 10 grand on SEO, pay-per-click type things, and you spent a measly $15. The seller doesn't care. So it doesn't matter how much money you spend, it's just getting in front of that seller and having the attitude and knowing what to do. Now, if you wanna know what to do to actually close sellers, market the right way, my scripts, watch me talk to sellers live, you've heard it a million times, just go to freewholesaling.com, my free wholesaling course, and I'll see you soon. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you like the content on this channel, and I'll see you soon. This is Zach Ginn signing out. Have a blessed one.